Kirtankaras. Out of them, the middle, there is one lady. But you see her photos and all, they are just adorned just like the other people. They are all naked, but all are similar attire only. You will not find that one is different than that. The personality of all the 24 is the same. That is the beauty of the 24 Tirthankaras. It shows that when they have gone to the highest stage, all have internally the same personality, the 100%, the divine personality. They are the very divinity which is glowing through every pore of their body, including their face. That is there. And yes, I agree. The facilities which a monk gets, because he has got always that atmosphere. While being a householder, you have to be at the job. Your bosses may come to your house and they'll be talking shop. And your colleagues may come and they'll be talking shop. And you actually, you will have to go to the market, then bargain things. So, things which are reprehensible to a man who is to go on the spiritual path, you have to do in the interest of your daily life there. Unless you manage to get out of it by a strong willpower, it can be done. It's not impossible. There's nothing impossible. As those people did. After all, people like Tukaram had 2 wives. And in spite of it, he never left the Lord Vittal, the Lord Krishna. He was worshipping. One day his wife got angry. There is no food. She went and she put a big rock at the feet of Rukmani, the consort of Lord Krishna. Even that happened. Nothing better. He only wept. Mother, I should cost you a lot for you. And helpless mother, you only gave me the 2 wives. And with this temper, what did I do? So that's what happened.
But then what happens to the poor wives, Swamiji?
Ultimately, you see, living in the company of the Satsang, it has got its effect. And everybody became okay. Even Socrates, as I told you, he was a man who was always talking about the ultimate thing. He was standing in the market. He will be asking, hey, where are you going? I'm going to the market. What for? What for? To purchase vegetables. I'm sorry, what for are you purchasing vegetables? What a man? To eat. Now what do you want to eat, sir? Are you a fool or what are you? Why should we eat? We want to live. Why do you live? Now stop. Why do you live? You can't say to eat. So, stuck up. Thus, he used to incite the people to think, to do the Vichara Marga, Vijnana Marga. His wife never believed in it. They used to call them loafers and vagabonds. So, when they used to come and sit in the house, from the terrace, in between there is an open place. So, they will be sitting there down below. From there, she will fill up baltis of water, put cow dung in it, put them on, and pour them on all of them. And when it was poured, he says, she was first abusing them. All loafers, all vagabonds. Then when she does it, coolly Socrates will say, up to now thunder and now rain. Then ultimately the king put him in the jail for his wrong, saying that I am God. And his friends, they managed to bribe on, and at night 12 o'clock they arranged for a horse so that he can run to Athens. They told him, sir, you be ready, at 12 o'clock this will come, all these people will be out, we can go, sir. No, I cannot flee away from truth. My truth I stand by. If I flee away, that means I'm a coward. I don't stand for my truth. Let them do anything to me. They go and tell his wife. Then his wife comes running. Oh, Socrates, how is it that you never revealed you are such a great man? Madam, I became great because of you. So, those were the people who lived as a householder, and 100% they reached the state. He never took any sannyas. So, this sannyas was never there at all initially, for your information. See, the first dictionary in Sanskrit, which is a dictionary of synonyms. There is no dictionary called what is the meaning. They will find Parvata, Giri, Achala. They will give the synonyms of all Parvatas. Like that it was there. Ajara, Amara, see, Devatas. So they will give all the other. In that, there is no word sannyasi, there is no word yati.
What
The
Hindi?
words are about Mauni and all that. There is no mention of this. The Vedas in the earlier period, they don't mention about it. The last portion of the Vedas, when the Upanishads came, then Yajnavalkya tells his wife, he has got two wives, so he tells her, one is a villager, the other one is a more culture. He tells her, here I am giving you all the property I have. He has amassed a lot of wealth. In those days, to possess a number of cows was used to be considered as well. He had billions and millions of cows. He said, I am giving it all to you, you share it with your co-wife, with your colleague. She asked, you are going away, leaving everything. The wording is, he goes away for good. There is no mention of sannyas. But all the great people interpreted that he was the first sannyasi. And earlier, the word sannyasi was not there. All were maharshis with wives and 100 children, 200 children. They were all very potent, very strong.
Yeah.
So, Vasishtha had 100 children. And he has written Yoga Vasishtha, control of mind. So, that's all for us. That is the thing. No, he was a great man. He was only joking. It's not. He's a great man. So, earlier days, all were only household there. And they could thoroughly devote themselves to God because they had no responsibility for yearning, because all the trees was there. And they used to have small areas of land, they used to cultivate it. And they could take it from anywhere. There is no in those days saying, this is mine, that is mine, register it. There is nothing like that. So out of mutual this thing, they used to take, this is mine, just whatever is required for them. And some days they had no paddy, they would only take vegetables. They were not particular, there should be one tomato soup, then there should be one this thing, and one liquid vegetable and one solid vegetable. So none of these things they were prepared with anything. So their concentration was only in the Lord. So even with the wives, even with all these distractions, they are absolutely able to do their meditation. Yes, in the initial days, most of them were believed in a lot of ritualistic pattern, but many of them, like Vasishtha and all, they have done their tapasya. And by doing the tapasya, they have gone to the highest stage of Jivanmuktas. How? In latest quantum physics, there is a normal wire, the electric wire. If you take a big magnet towards it, from the magnet, even before touching it, there is a lot of rays coming. They are called photons. The negative electrons which are coming out, they are called the photons. They go and attack. Then immediately the electrons inside that, which are supposed to be the army, safeguarding that entire wire, they go here and there and run away. They are weak. Then, if you want to reduce the temperature of the wire to 0 degrees absolutely the freezing point, that is called 273.16 degrees centigrade. That is called the absolute zero. So if you reduce it, it becomes perfect. It becomes a full-fledged sign. It becomes a Jivanmukta. We call it a superconductor. Superconductor is the same as a Jivanmukta of the highest order. Then what happens? If you bring a big magnet towards it, the wire, it has now become a superconductor. So when you become a Jivanmukta, what is the first indication? You know everything. You have become Sarvajna. So he knows, even before it comes anywhere near, that fellow is coming to attack. And with how much of force is coming? 50 dynes, 60 dynes. Dynes is the unit of force. So it knows. Then number 2, it has got a creative ability, immediately. So immediately, to all the electrons on its side, it endows them each with 50 dynes. Now, when the photon comes and attacks at one place, exactly equal, it repels. Then it goes to the next spot, again it does what 50 times, it repels. Like that it goes around it. And finally when it comes to the last, it gets exhausted and is over. So, any amount of outside, any attack which comes, the superconductor remains quiet and nothing can happen. That was Vasishtha. When Vishwamitra wanted to take away his cow, so he fights with him. He puts all sorts of weapons and other things on him. He simply sits like this, that's all. And all the weapons come round him and then do namaskar. This is the story which I read when I was 10 years old. This is the story of the superconductor, which was not known in those days. This is the latest innovations for the last 15 years, 20 years like. So that's what happens. So they become that. So when they can reach the stage there, how can we say that house holders cannot reach? All house holders can reach. It requires the willpower, persistence, perseverance, faith, love, and detachment with the world. By a strong attachment